We are up against nickel and dime. Hopefully I won't have to nickel and dime my way to victory. Is that the correct use of the idiom? I'm not sure. This hand is rough. Forlorn flats, plains, and then a bunch of cards that are good in the mid to late game. My opponent has already taken a mulligan. We're on the draw. What happens if we draw a third land and it's not a green source? Kind of disaster, right? This hand is missing two things. Typically, you want to mulligan hands that are only missing, or that are missing two things. If something's only missing one thing, like a land of any kind, yeah, unfortunately, looks like we're going to 5. I guess I should have kept. Maybe my opponent will go to 5 as well. I have one on mulls to 5 in this format. Oh, look at that. Outcaster Greenblade basically unmulligans us. I guess we're keeping the 5 and binning the revival, and we can probably afford to bin a land here. We're going to draw a land in the first couple turns, right? Alright, Burrow Fiend. Kind of wish I'd kept the reanimate spell now. All we gotta hit here is one land. Oh, and then a bird in the garden? Alright. Land next turn would be nice. Because then this thing's already gonna have 2 power, so we could saddle for 2. Untapped land right here is gonna be really good. So it goes. Look, untapped land is still great. I don't regret bottoming that island. I think that was probably still correct. I was willing to see if we would draw a land in the first couple. See, there's the land. Just a couple, just a little bit late. Just a tiny bit late. We have an unconditional kill spell, another kill spell, an anti-kill spell. I like the cut of our hand really well still here. What are we missing? We are strictly 5 colors. We're missing a black source. We get the Jagged Barrens, or maybe Forlorn Flats. I believe that reanimate spell won that. Oh no, that's not even double white. Wow, okay, we have no double color pips at all, except for casting Stingerback Terror or Full Steam Ahead. We only have 1 green source, so I guess we could just get the Creosote Heath. Ah, but we want black. Well, we're going to be casting another Outcaster Greenblade later, so let's just get the flats for now, and then we could just cast something else later. Let's start milling. Let's start pumping up our Burrow Fiend a little bit here. See if we can get this, oh. I guess we would have drawn the Badlands Revival. Shuffling that back towards the top of the Greenblade was nice, but in the grave now, so whatever. Our opponent is not up to much here. Now, I think I'm actually going to leave up the Snakeskin Veil. Just being able to trade that for a removal spell at this phase of the game seems pretty big. I think I'm actually, for that reason, just going to play a little awkwardly here. They're going to know I have it. That's the only reason someone would play like this. I mean, I'm obviously going and getting lands, right? I got the black one. Let's get the Heath. And, of course, not playing the deserts functionally doesn't add to the Greenblade. Okay, got 1 hit. Whatever. I'm not going to attack. I want this thing to be able to attack safely through the Vault Plunder. I'm not interested in using my Snakeskin Veil to give +1/+1. They're playing Mardu. If their hand isn't full of kill spells, like, you know. Ooh. That's interesting. Think I like just playing out the flats here, making these dudes a little bigger. I think I'm just going to send with both green blades here and just see what happens. They've clearly got something going on. Maybe like a Holy Cow. But a double block there isn't even that good. That's like a double trade. Vault Plunderer. This could maybe be something like a Fake Your Own Death. Do I even care? I have a Full Steam Ahead. Yeah, I guess I care. If they have another kill spell here, then I'm actually down if they just do that instead. Alright, guess not. So what are they doing with this Vault Plunderer? They're just going to chump with it? Okay. Glad I didn't clear shot or buried in the garden it then. And having clear shot up here is pretty nice. Maybe they'll try to play like a... what's that 6-2 that gives -2/-2? I don't know the names of stuff in this set at all. Ambush Gigapede. Baron Bertram. That thing has to die. Really good card. And a Mourner Surprise. Very nice. We will be killing that in response. Otherwise, they will get a token off the Mourner Surprise. Well, they get the token anyway, but they would have gotten a 1/1 lifelinker. Lasted by the Law. Nah, not doing that. Now, do I just full steam ahead here? Is that nuts? So I ping them down to 12. If I cast full steam ahead here, did I just win? That looks like lethal. That is how you win on a Multi-5. With 2 cards in hand still. I didn't even need them. We won that game because of Outcaster Greenblades. My opponent didn't cast any spells for like 4 turns. And then the spells that they cast, I was able to interact with profitably. You gotta win on Multi-5 somehow, right? That's how it's done. Sort of had to nickel and dime my way out of that. I still don't know if I'm using that idiom right. Okay. the double Greenblade plan worked last turn, or last game, so I guess we'll just do it again. We've already got 1 Crazed Heath, so these come in as 2/3s, which is nice. And then they'll go up to 3/4s very quickly. And then 4/5s. Ooh, Terror. This is going to be fetching a red source right away. And then Snakeskin Veil with Terror up. Or vice versa. Terror with Snakeskin Veil up. Yeah, that's nice. What's that, though? Loot? Yeah, I don't care about that. Oh, play the Entertainer, yeah. I don't know if I want to delay my Greenblade by a turn to get an extra counter. Let's see what they do this turn. Let's see what I draw. Vial Smasher, huh? No. Let's just cast the Greenblade. We do want a red source here. We get the Jagged Barons. Yeah, I'm gonna attack. I should have attacked before playing the Greenblade. I'd be very surprised if they blocked there. Clearly their plan involves Vial Smasher of some sort. Playing Mardu. We did see Corrupted Conviction from them last game. Looks like they've left the mana up for it here, and they have a treasure up anyway. Now, if they attack with their Vial Smasher here, I probably would have just... get the mountain anyway. I might have considered blocking there. Let's see. Here... I think I want to get this Entertainer going. Put some counters on some stuff. Yeah. I'm in no rush. I mean, their deck didn't look that blazing fast. We're at parity right now. I can slow things down, get some value off this Entertainer. What do I need? I have plenty of stuff. Green, red, black. Guess I could use a blue source. We'll get the Lush Oasis. Don't think I'm that impatient for blue that I need it to come in untapped. Then, put a counter on my Greenblade. Pass the turn. Can't leave up the Snakeskin Veil there, because I have to activate this turn. So, if they have a... It's a mercenary, so they couldn't have a Shoot the Sheriff. If they had some sort of kill spell like a Deserts do, but that wouldn't have worked either, because they only have basics. If they had something, you know? Wanted Griffin. That... I do not care. Oh, nice. Full steam ahead. Yeah, I don't care about Wanted Griffin. Here, there's not really a way to sequence things that well. Maybe if I... Actually, I'm getting punished for not getting an island. If I'd gotten an island, I could have gone Giant Beaver into counter, or even Stingerback Terror into counter. I guess I could plot the Terror, leave up Snakeskin Veil. Yeah, it seems good. Plot Terror, leave up Veil, play the Oasis, giving us access to blue. I mean, they weren't able to attack with their stuff last turn, so I'm just gonna chill. I don't see a reason. I guess I could offer a double trade. I don't know. With full steam ahead, see, this is where Vector Theory ties into gameplay as well. I have full steam ahead in my deck. My Vector points towards building out my board and then buffing it. This incentivizes not trading off my creatures with the things that my opponent has. I could offer the trade down. Maybe they even take it. Maybe that's advantageous for them for some reason. But then I'm down a creature and my full steam ahead gets that much worse. Also, Prickly Pear Vial Smasher is pretty sick. I'll give him that one. But now, I get to just slam Stingerback Terror. I'm gonna play the Plains here. A Giant Beaver. Now I get to play Entertainer. Guess I should have waited till I had fewer cards in hand for the Terror, but whatever. And now I've got Snakeskin Veil up, and I feel pretty good about this. I don't need to attack here. Like, give me 2 turns. 2 turns, give me some time to cast a big Dance of the Tumbleweeds. I might not even get a land. Let me see. Oh. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty good. Gotta give him a nice on that. Fell the Mighty, that is worth knowing about. That's definitely a way to lose a game. I still think we could get there with Dance and full steam ahead, but now this Wanted Griffin's gonna be more of a problem. This only targets creatures I control, so there's no way for me to sneakily put a counter on the Wanted Griffin or something to have it not hit some of my stuff. Would like to restabilize my board a little bit. Trash the town. We're not really stable enough for that yet. I think I'm going to go for a big Dance here. I would like to leave up the Snakeskin Veil, though. So I'm just going to cast this for 5. Yeah. It's going to be obvious that I have Snakeskin Veil once again, because I'm leaving up and not even activating Raucous Entertainer. But having my 7/7 die here feels like a way I could lose the game. I think the way that this game ends now is going to involve Trash the Town. Yeah, it's fine. It's going to involve casting Trash the Town next turn to give this trample, let me draw some cards, and then full steam ahead again for this to trample over for lethal. Like, their toughnesses are all pretty small. I think that is my... That's my line here. Baron Bertram makes that a little more challenging. And they get a token. My left guild is getting pretty low. Now they're going to be pinging, and then when my stuff dies, or when their stuff dies, they get to drain as well. Yeah, this is a better draw from their deck. Sort of a Mardu Mercenaries. Does this give trample at instant speed? It does. I don't think I have enough mana to... 2/2. Then everything already has trample. Interesting. Huh. I only have 7 mana, so I can't... I could do both of these, but I can't... This is tight. What happens if I just cast full steam ahead here? I don't just win, do I? Honestly? do I? I mean, they have lethal next turn just by full swinging. I have to block some stuff. I get drained. Or they could just sack their board to Baron. You know what? Whatever. This is a way to... Well, let's just see what happens here. If my opponent blocks poorly, I could win. Which is better than guaranteeing that I lose if I just pass the turn. I could cast Patient Naturalist, yeah, but if they are good, they could just win the turn. The turn when it gets back to them. They just sack all their stuff, drain me for 1,000,000, Vial smash me to death. I mean, I have the ability to put a counter on or to put... No, still just to put a counter on. Because all my stuff already has trample. Okay, let's see. Where do they go to here? They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They take 11. And 3 mercenaries die. Yeah, looks like they got it. I can give something double trample. I could draw 2 cards. This does not do anything. Oh yeah, they go to 4, and then, yeah. It was worth a shot. If they accidentally blocked with their 1/1s, then maybe if they went to 1 trying to keep the Baron Bertram alive or something. I think I actually do want the second Bristlepack Sentry here. Looks like their deck is pretty low to the ground. Maybe over... Wrangler of the Damned is looking a little dubious. Well, actually... I could see if I stall out. Maybe I would want that. I do like full steam ahead. I mean, I nearly just won there, even after they killed 3 of my creatures. Right, they have that board wipe. Does that make me want to side out anything? Do I side in the Armadillo as the anti-Fell the Mighty tech? This thing is not mighty at all. That doesn't seem great. I do actually think Comball is going to be really strong in this matchup. They make 1,000,000 tokens. Maybe I just take out something stupid like a giant beaver. Just like a big beater. Yeah. Something like Stingerback Terror is going to win no matter what. Or get demolished by Fell the Mighty no matter what. That's the sort of card, I mean, you really just can't play around Wraths. That now that I know they have it, I'm going to play around it. But, oh, this is a nice little hand. This is the sort of hand where I am going to try to glean some value off the Entertainer. Which means playing a little off curve, but, yeah. Got good mana, too. 3 of our 4 colors represented. Well, 5, I guess, right? You are playing black for the Baron. Ooh, that's really great. That means... Yeah, let's sequence it like this. We're going to functionally play a turn behind to put an extra counter on all of our creatures. I am not taking that bait. Good bluff if they have it. Terror's interesting. Don't think I want to just slam it here. Play the Bandit. Put a counter on it. I think beefing up my whole board here is going to be worth it. Next turn I actually could play the Terror and put a counter on it. Yeah, okay. Their bluffing has ended. I mean, they actually should have attacked there, right? They bluffed having a combat trick. Now I know they don't have a combat trick, or they would have just attacked with the Lackey first, right? Unless it would be 2 mana inefficient. Maybe they have like a 1 mana one and then no one have 2 drops in hand. That's possible. Don't actually hate just slamming the Stinger here. It's gonna be a 5/5. Yeah, let's just let's just play a casual turn 4 5/5 flying trample. I mean that wins games, right? And now maybe what do we play next turn? Greenblade or Naturalist? These are functionally very similar cards. We don't yet have a Reanimator spell, of which we have 2 in the deck. That is interesting. With the Treasure... Are they just trying to drain off the Rakish crew? The only way to destroy a creature that's been dealt damage this turn costs 4 in this set. I'm... suspicious. Buried in the Garden. Not sure about casting that here. It does hit non-land permanents. We could hit the Rakish crew. Or, could just hit the Mind Raider. Swing for 9. Doesn't seem like that bad an idea either. Oh, costs white. We do have to tap the Harbristle Bandit, but it would untap itself. You know? Don't actually think I hate that. Could also just play something else out here, but, I mean, we know they have a Wrath. And as of right now, the Wrath kills my entire board. So... let's just make them use it without baiting it. You know, if I play something else, then... alright, well, they don't have the Wrath because they went to play that. They would have just played the Wrath. That's actually pretty good Wrath insurance, the Wrangler. We do want to be a little more empty-handed for the Stingerback Terror. Let's see... Let's go Greenblade first. And And honestly, the ping lands are looking pretty good here. Maybe I should have Patient Naturalist first so I was more likely to hit. We will tap this in response. This way we're going to have the ability to put a counter with the Raucous Entertainer. Get the basic. Put the counters. Swing for a bunch. I don't care about the bandit at this point. If they want to double block with the lackey, I'll order the lackey. Works for me. Let's see if they had a trick or something. Guess not. What were they representing? Or rather, what were they trying to represent? I'm not sure. They could Wrath and get out of this, but then we have the Wrangler of the Damned as insurance, and we got there. Nice. Got a nice smoothie here. Springtime means smoothies for me. Let's go match 2. We are up against Jason Likes Candy. All right. Good to know. Huh. An interesting hand here. Any land gives us a clear shot. Yeah, see? And we have a lot of ways to get lands. This is a risky keep. Nah, I think I'm going to keep it. I think there's a lot of ways this hand could go right. Yeah, alright, there's the land. Would have preferred it untapped, but, you know, can't be choosers, right? Keykeeper. Sounds like a nice target for my clear shot. Yeah. Yeah, so drawing in these lands, now I feel pretty good about this hand. I do need a blue source for this Wrangler at some point. Entertainer Wrangler is a pretty cool combo. Wow, no attacks there. Alright, we got the red land. I wanted the blue land. If we're drawing one-ofs, then would have preferred that. Alright, here, opponent might make a bad attack. They might go Keykeeper and Mind Raider attack, block with the Entertainer, give it 1-1, shoot the Raider. That'd be pretty nice. Okay, we're going to get to do something kind of similar. Oh, but they have Treasure? So they're going to get to sack the Treasure and make a 3-3? Pretty cool. Alright, if they have another removal spell here, at least we tried to use the clear shot. Alright, it worked. So I get to keep my Entertainer. But if this is a true Legion Extruder deck, we might be in trouble. Yo, man, they have Gold Pan. Gotta salute this effort. This is looking pretty cool. Wish this thing could blow up an artifact or enchantment. That'd be nice. The white one does, but... Alright. We kind of want to get some stuff in our graveyard. I also don't mind drawing cards here. Let's just, This thing costs 5 total? I mean, I guess... Giving just trample and... I guess I just don't mind just winning the fight there. Like, just getting to put the 2 counters on. Yeah. I'm curious if they're gonna... if they would trade with the Keykeeper. Probably not, because it gets blanked by the Extruder. Actually, they could just attack and... Well, you know, if they sack all that stuff to make a... single 3-3, and then I can put 2 counters on, I guess I'm okay with that exchange. Let's just play the Heath. This is a bit of a bold attack, but I'm going to attack with the Entertainer. Nice, alright. I get to just free draw some cards. If they have a kill spell here, I'm going to burn their treasures for it. I'm okay with that. Alright, 2 mana, draw 2 in green. Broken. Oh, except now they get to make a bunch of dudes. We did draw the island. Think I'm just gonna do some wrangling here. If they want to spend a bunch of turns doing nothing, yeah, it's whatever. nothing but making some 3/3s, then I will do nothing but make some 3/3 flyers. How about that? Although I could just slam the Felidar. That seems pretty good too. Felidar does a good job of keeping 3/3s at bay. Hellspur Posse Boss. Ugh. That's a little scary. I was kind of hoping they just full swing with the posse, as it were. Yep, that's good. The Felidar will do some good blocking work here. Doesn't look like we're going to be getting our Wrangler of the Dam trigger. No, yeah, we got to just slam the Felidar here. Go shields up. I mean, the Keykeeper can tap it, but at least this makes them do that instead of making a token on end step. They'll have to tap it next turn instead. They didn't do either. They had 2 mana up. They could have sacked their treasure or the gold pan to make another token. It's pretty good. This thing doesn't have haste from the Posse Boss. Bit of a misplay, but, you know, we'll take it. we're going to need that. As right now, our opponent is in much better position. A good Legion Extruder deck is really sick. Of course, you got to play a bunch of junk, like, I mean, Mind Raider and Gold Pan, and when it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Now, that's a pretty brave attack. What do you got? Yeah. I mean, I have to just grind through their artifacts. They can sack Gold Pan and a treasure. They did not. This will eventually be able to get back the Felidar, so I'm actually kind of okay with that. Let's just, Beaver, Bandit, counter on both. Now, we're going to be pretty eager to trade the Beaver, because one last job, full kicked, could get back 2 creatures, one a mount, one something else. See, there they sacked it. Ooh, okay. Pretty good use of bounding Felidar there. Good thing it doesn't have haste. We're going to want to leave back enough stuff to block that sufficiently. Now this might be just pass and make a 3/3. Because I could get a 4/4 on the ground, but I'd rather just wait, save up a couple turns, and, yeah. And eventually, dump my hand. Did I not get priority there? A little annoying that I didn't get priority in my end step. I guess I should keep that in mind. Now, hopefully opponent doesn't have any more tricks or kill spells here, because if they do, that's sort of just, you know, I've gotta, oh, okay, their hand is empty. I do just have to take out this Felidar here. I'm gonna be putting, yeah, that's really good. I'm gonna be putting 8 power in front of it, like that. They can only kill 2 things here, the Beaver and the Flyer, I'm gonna guess. Yeah. That Flyer should have been a 3/3. Not that that would have mattered there. Well, no, I guess it would have. Right? That would have actually mattered. Beaver could have been a 3/3. Here, I think we're going to do our dump our hand turn. Because we got to get back some stuff. We can get back a creature and a mount. Tap like that. Oh, that's smart. Whatever. This is a sorcery, so there's no way to do it with that ability on the stack. I think then we just slam the Sentry. And that's that. No trigger on the Wrangler. We're going to try to alternate turns. Ooh, Bucolic Ranch. They can start grabbing mounts and things. Does that get vehicles too? No, just mounts. What are you doing with the Bighorn there, opponent? You could sack that Gold Pan, make another 3/3. We have stabilized pretty well here. I mean, like, I guess I could trade this for the Felidar plus Beaver. Do I even want to trade? I think I just take this. Yeah, it puts me dead to a couple spells of the format. But I'm not a coward. Snakeskin Veil. Okay, nice. Let me see if I go to my end step. Alright, here. Now it's my turn to jam with the Felidar. I don't really want to tap down. Maybe I'm not going to use the Entertainer this turn. Maybe I use that to crew instead. In which case, I will play out the Burrow Fiend. This feels like the sort of turn where I'd use Snakeskin Veil to buff the Felidar as it maybe is like about to get an in for an attack. Giant Beaver. I just can't be tapping that much stuff. They have good attacks on the Crackback, and I'm at 7 now, so I could maybe attack with the Beaver. Yeah, because then I could Snakeskin Veil if they... Oh, right, they get to tap this. That's interesting. Forgot about their tapper. Why aren't they tapping the Felidar? What's your plan, opponent? Maybe their plan is to tap one of my blockers and then swing for a lot next turn. Oh, okay, so they're finally sacking to make a 3/3. Interesting. Yes and yes. Here I think I do Veil to keep my Felidar alive. The Keykeeper is going to become a problem. Actually, am I just dead? I gained a bunch of life. No, I'm not quite just dead. I do think keeping the Felidar alive is a way to win this game. And now it no longer dies to their golems. They get to tap one of my things. I do have good blocks, though. Good-ish. I take a bunch of damage, but they tap my 2/5. I have 2 3/3s. I can trade the Bandit at this point, but then again, keeping it alive helps with the Felidar. Yeah, like that's actually just fine. Unless they didn't tap with the Keykeeper. I think that actually just makes me want to trade these guys off. I mean, they've got to have something here. No, nothing. Okay. Greenblade. Nice draw. But also the sort of draw that I'm okay to miss on. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I just crew with the Felidar. Tap the Bandit, I guess. I mean, surely they tap the Felidar this time, right? They tap the Sentry. What is happening? I'm gaining so much life. It gains me 5 life. Okay, let me see if I put an end step stop. Oh, they have infinite blocks. But I'm gaining 5 life and putting a bunch of counters on my stuff. I don't know. I don't know about this line. I'm not sure this is a... I'm not sure about this idea. Alright, I am going to pass. Make a 2/2. And then... Yeah, I'll put a counter on it. This is what I would have wanted to do that other turn. 3/3 flyer is nice. See, like, attacking with my Felidar is helping me. I mean, this is what my Vector wants to do. My deck is at its best when I'm putting creatures in play and then putting counters on them. So they bottom with the Ranch. Just looks at the top card. And wow, okay. I honestly don't think we would have won that game if they had just tapped down my Felidar a bunch. But, cool. They have some pretty high value stuff. I don't think I have a way to kill the Extruder, do I? I could bounce it with failed fording. I can bury it in the garden, actually. So keep in mind... Oh, I have Pest Infestation. I haven't seen this once this draft yet. Pest Infestation against their deck actually seems nuts. Alright. Send it. So keep that in mind for 2 toughness creatures. Here's the thing. A Legion Extruder deck, they have to play out that junk to be able to enable it. Because artifacts are not like a supported thing in this set, right? They're just not that good. Gold Pan, that's an embarrassing Magic card. This hand looks sick, by the way. Greenblade and Naturalist, hopefully going to mill something big to Badlands Revival. Oh, and a full steam ahead. Hand is sick. Alright, I think I do want to lead on the Naturalist to inform my decisions. No 2-drop. We're just gonna have perfect Wooburg on turn 3. No big deal. Griff, nice. Good card. Actually, if I care about clear shotting, I want to lead on the Greenblade. Because clear shotting down the Griff, that's going to have to happen pretty soon. Let's grab... We have plenty of green. Let's grab flats. Just deal a bunch of damage with our lands. Because then a clear shot just goes through. Oh, if they suited up with Gold Pan here? Come on. Alright. They do actually have... They do have Snakeskin Veil up technically, but... Oh, Comball is pretty great against Legion Extruder. I just get their 3/3s every time they make one. Do I even want a clear shot here? I mean... Nah, let's just Naturalist. Okay, not exactly a killer reanimation target, but that's fine. Smack for a bunch. At this point, I kind of want them to play the Extruder. We have so many ways to, to deal with it. I just didn't happen to see it in the last game. Interesting. Punished for not leaving Snakeskin Veil up, I guess. Well, now I know they don't have a Veil. What legends are they double triggering? Huh. Now, I could revival back the Greenblade. Is that nuts? Or I could get back... You know, I gotta do something here. Maybe I get back the Wrangler and then just start passing the turn with Clear Shot and Snakeskin Veil up, and then I get to get Comball triggers? Nah, that's just a little silly. Let's just put the Wrangler in hand, get the Greenblade back on the field. Because this thing's just massive. Get our last desert to make it huge. And yeah, we're going to have to pitch a land here. I like having to discard to hand size in draft. That feels pretty good. I feel like if that's your problem, then you've created a good problem for yourself to have. Mystical Tether. Cool. Trash the town. Well, now they're a little out of clear shot range. I don't have anything that's that high power. They're getting some life. Maybe I should have just killed the Griff while I had the chance. Maybe I just start wrangling now. Because honestly, Wrangler, sit back for a couple turns, full steam ahead. That'll do it too. I mean, I just don't care about what's happening over here. Like they can... Alright, that will have to die. But how do we kill it? 7 toughness is a lot for our deck to handle. Ooh. Oh, man. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. That seems good. Whatever. I'll get a swamp. I mean... Yeah, that's pretty sick. Like, I'm not sure there's a single play they can make this turn. Harvester of Misery. They could play exactly Harvester of Misery, and then I would lose. But I'm just going to cast Full Steam Ahead, and the game is going to end. Yeah, nah, it doesn't do it. My eyes went wide. I thought this was going to be like Electro Dominance for lethal or something, but or worse, Crackle with Power. But no, it was not. Oh, and they're not even okay. I'm sorry, opponent. This is gonna be mean. What's the biggest I can make everything? Can I get bigger? Look, it's on Vector. It's just how we drew it up. Swing for a trillion. Yeah, that's how we drew it up. Nice. Ooh, Ben versus Bene. On the play, perfect hands, good mana, fixing, card advantage, bomb, win condition. Good deck. We're going to lead on the Heath, so we have untapped green. The green blade, sooner this thing gets down, the better. And it's going to come down as a 3/4 for 3, and immediately go up to a 4/5 for 3. Good card. Interesting art in this one. Don't, yeah. Every time I see it, I think they're holding a shield. That's a cloak? Kind of looks like their hand is phasing through the cloak, too. I don't know. We are ahead, as my students who are learning Magic like to say. Blue, black, and a Raven. Could get scary, but not for now. We're missing red. Got a Barrens. It's a shame because we already have a swamp and a flats, but look, I'm trying to get all my deserts out. Next turn, probably going to play the Bandit. I guess there's a reason, there is a justification there for grabbing a forest and then trying to give this thing trample and card draw. We could have grabbed the, do I have another Heath? No, the Oasis. But I mean, if we were to top deck Stingerback Terror, we'd want to be able to just slam it. I guess we'd have the Bandit for that, but... Yeah, see, Vault Plunder is at its best when it's 2 for 1-ing. And against the Green Blade, it is not. Yeah, see, there's another reason. I almost wish I had a second green source this turn, but, what are you going to do? Here, I think I'm going to play the Bandit so that I can slam the Felidar next turn. Honestly, yeah, let's just attack. They've dealt a bunch of damage to themselves to get to attack for some. Also, I've dealt them 3 damage with my lands. That's not nothing. Like, I got a free lightning bolt out of my mana base. That's really good. Malcolm. I would expect a double spell here. Blocking the Plunder there would be interesting. But if they had like the give a creature -1/-0, that'd be pretty bad. I think they have Shoot the Sheriff. They just read both my creatures. So I think they're looking at types. That's interesting. We are taking a lot of damage here. And actually that lack of a second green source is really hurting. Getting the double spell on either of these turns would have been really good, but... Yeah, like, what can I do here? Also, we don't have the double green for the full steam ahead, so the Hard Bristle Bandit just has to come down. They are going to take some time off to replay the Vault Plunderer, but a double green this turn would have let me Well, double green last turn would let me play the Burrow Fiend, and then I could have done something with Trash the Town this turn, maybe. Draw some cards off the Green Blade. But as it stands, I'm a couple turns away from doing an overrun full steam ahead. At least I think. 6, 7, 8, 9. They play the Vault Plunderer, go to 1. Actually, if they just cast like a card draw spell here or something, I do win. Oh no, but I can't attack with the Hard Bristle Bandit. Oh, and that thing has 3 toughness. Alright. Yeah, they got there. It's coming down to be a bit closer than I prefer. No attack. Strange. Now just slamming the Felidar seems good. I can play the... No, I can't play the Bandit too. I'm not doing any crimes. If they have a hard removal spell here, I'm in some trouble. If they have, for example, Shoot the Sheriff, that's a really nice answer to Bounding Felidar. I thought they had it earlier, but we'll see. If they don't have anything, if they just build out the board, yeah, like Desperado. If they just build out the board, I could win off full steam ahead here. I'm still missing that second green source. All right, what I've learned about this deck in this game, desperately need that second. Breaches. This card doesn't have text on it, does it? Cast a second spell each turn, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do flip a coin. I don't really want to lose. I don't really want to let the game go to see that trigger. Can I just kill them with full steam ahead here, or at least reduce their board significantly that I'm no longer in any danger? Problem is, I can't play unless I cast with Hard Bristle Bandit. Can I target their creature? I can with Trash the Town, but it doesn't really do anything for me. I could try to just win. Actually, I could make it so that I win unless they block with Breaches. No, they could put Duelist and Desperado. This is interesting. This is really interesting. No, I think I'd have to just go with the Felidar attack. And then if they do this thing, then yeah, they're in good shape. But play these out. I mean, they're going to have to do a big block anyway. Also, I do still have Trash the Town up. And I guess I can attack with both of these here. Like, they need to double block anyway. And there's a good chance Trash the Town will help me do something here. Also, I can use Trash to give one of their things trample and untap the Bristle Bandit if I really feel like I need a blocker after whatever nonsense they have. They have no mana up. And now next turn, full steam ahead's going to win the game. Are they just chumping? No, they're going for an actual block. Okay. So the Breaches is going to die. The Breaches is honestly the scariest thing on the board right now. Because they actually have artifacts to sack. I guess Malcolm and Breaches together is pretty good. So they're just chumping with the Deadeye Duelist. They're putting 7 power exactly in front of the Felidar. Against the green deck with mana open. Bold strategy, opponent. So I'll put 2 counters on it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd be able to deal 6 damage. So I could kill the Breaches and the Malcolm. Getting rid of those 2 seems fitting, right? No, they're putting some... Oh, wow. They really want this thing dead. Okay, so does Trash in the Town here... Is this that beneficial? I could kill 1 extra thing. Basically, do I want to turn this into a single target removal spell? I think I do. I'm definitely not drawing cards off of it. I could give one of their things trample to untap the Hard Bristle Bandit. It's a pretty clever use. So this is going to deal 6 damage. I think I let the Desperado and the Raven live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. Put the counters here. And then give one of their random things trample. Now the board is clear. Full steam ahead. Hopefully this turn they just sack a bunch of clues. Rather than, you know, building out a sizable... Oh, you know what I just realized? Ooh, that's funny. They're gonna play off my deck, huh? I just realized they have Cruel Ultimatum mana. Or rather, they have lands that could potentially cast the Cruel Ultimatum. Cruel Ultimatum decks usually look like this. They've got Siphon Insight, a bunch of these junky blue-red rares that no one else at the table wanted. I've drafted this deck many times. I'm a believer. But I'm not super worried about what's happening here. Like, what could they have? A Stingerback Terror? A single card doesn't really... Like, that's the beauty of this vector. Full steam ahead. I've built up my board with little green dorks. I'm going to buff them and swing for 1,000,000. Alright, opponent. What'd you get? Rather, what have I got? Why is your horse freaking out? Huh. Nice. Wow, okay. Come on, at least show me my card. At least show me what you took. I wish Arena had a reveal hand feature. Moto has that. Like, what do I have that stops this? They could have a counterspell. That's fine. That's not one of mine. So they're going to Thunder Salvo the Hard Bristle Bandit. That should still be lethal, and I'm not getting milled out. I'm not getting drained out. Surely this puts them in a pretty bad spot, right? Unless they have a second Thunder Salvo. No, they're sacking a clue. Okay. This is going to kill both their creatures, at least, if it doesn't just kill them. They have 6 toughness, and this is 13, 18. Yeah. Nice. Do I get to see? No, it's face down. I'll never get to know. Once again, Pest Infestation, pretty funny against a bunch of clues. I mean, their deck has some powerful stuff going on, but so does mine. This is the match for the trophy. Let's see if we can get there. This is the 3rd one, so... It's been a while since I trophied with one of my my draft decks from a show. It's about time. A little overdue. Digital-only cards have a small arena logo in the space where the hollow foil stamp normally is. I have no interest in playing the alchemy stuff. Just 0. Maybe even negative. If it's not a card that I can physically hold in my hand and sleeve up to play with friends at like an FNM, I do not care. That is not why I enjoy this game. Some people might. I personally think that the proportion of people who enjoy that aspect is so much smaller than the proportion of people that enjoy, you know, good old paper Magic, that maybe they should think a little more carefully about the way they allocate their card designers and artists and funding and such. I don't know. They didn't ask me though. All right, Bene, you good? Get it? Man. Language joke. Maybe it's time for me to update my my icon. I've had Halana and Elena on there for a while. My lovely German lesbians. Maybe I should change it to a more Wild Westy. All right. Game 2. Let's see what you got. 2. Not mulling this. Now I just want to see them... Oh, and a ramp spell? Now I just want to see them play out a bunch of artifacts and enchantments. You know what, opponent, I agree. Wait, how'd they get that one? Do I even have that emote? Whatever. Doing the same thing I did last game. The Malcolm might be a problem. I don't have a way to deal with that for a while. Like, turn 2, 2/2 Flying Haste is a good magic card, regardless of the context. Plotting. Stingerback Terror. All they're doing is playing rares. Okay, I'm gonna play Fortune here, and then next turn... oh yeah, Guess it's all gonna get shuffled away with the Green Blade anyway. I guess I'll draw the Heath, then I can play the Green Blade and the Heath. Assuming Fortune lives through this turn cycle, which honestly, it might not. Also, could I even attack if they have a 3/3, 2/2 Loan Shark? Interesting. Why not just play the Terror and then cast the Loan Shark? Oh, right, I need the green source. Oh, misplay. Tragic punt. I'm still going to do that. It's bad mana sequencing, but... We'll get an Oasis. Yeah. Yes. An Oasis. Crew with the Green Blade. Swing. Try to find some sort of answer to their actually pretty good hand that they've built up here. We're going to want to search and then scry. Doing it the opposite way doesn't have good results. Unfortunately, Badlands Revival is just not it right now. I guess one way we could win is just go super wide with Pest Infestation. Just keep hitting land drops. I mean, they're going to have some beef, though. At least we're not getting hit with the Stingerback Terror this turn. We should be. Maybe they wanted to get the Breaches down first, but they don't have any artifacts in play. I guess the Malcolm will give them the artifact. But can they even sequence that? Yeah, okay, I guess they can sequence that. I can't even be mad. That's awesome. That's like screenshot worthy. Yeah, I'm screenshotting this one. This is pretty sick. Like, what do I do? They're gonna have 2 5/5 flyers. Like, I'm just dead on board, aren't I? I need something with reach, and I have none. I'll scoop that one. Yeah, copying Stingerback Terror. You got me, opponent. Maybe I board in a Savage Smash. I just need like extra removal spells against these synergy pieces. Where do I go down? Badlands Revival didn't look great there. But I do still have my Naturalist and such. Wrangler might be a little cheesy against this deck. Let's board that out. All right, Bene. You got to pop off, but time to get a little more serious here. Now, Comball, that's a way to hate out the to hate on making some copies of stuff. Actually, making clues, Comball just seems good. A lot of tokens floating around in this format. I will need a black source. I have a million ways to find it. Yeah. Run this guy out. And obviously, Pest Infestation is a busted card. Turn 2 Malcolm again. Wow, blue-red getting beat down by it. Would have loved the black source there. Here I'm just not going to do anything, which feels bad, but hopefully they double spell this turn, and then I can just nuke one of their clues. Because the downfall of Breaches is that it ultimately does need clues to work. Alright, don't do that thing again. Come on, don't plot all that nonsense. Everything but the black source, huh? We're playing around a counterspell, you know? What do you got, opponent? Man, what I wouldn't give for this thing to have reach. What you thinking about? That, honestly, totally fine. It wasn't doing much, my sentry. Did I duelist? Missing a land drop. Oh. Get in there, combo. And we're looking for maybe something big to play next turn before a pest infestation. Oh, if I could just top deck just one time the Bounding Felidar. Turn 6 Felidar. Turn 7 pest infestation. Crew, swing, GG. That's a little suspicious. I'm not blocking. They could have a +2/+0. I guess it's a free attack. If they don't think I have a kill spell. Or a pump spell or anything. Oh, they maybe could have plotted the sharpshooter. Interesting. I think I gotta set up the Entertainer. Entertainer plus Pest Infestation is pretty good. I'm just a little mana shy. And they're starting to beat down. I'm gonna have to start blocking at some point. But they didn't have the land, so they wouldn't have been able to plot the Longhorn Sharpshooter anyway. I don't really know what the joke was there. Okay, so Entertainer plus tokens. I'm going to make 1,000,000,000,000 2/2s. And I'm only going to drain for 1. Okay, still, whatever. I can't go to 6. I can't go to 6. That's just so bad. One of my things is going to die here. But I can't go to 6. Not against a blue-red deck with a Deadeye Duelist in play. And I'm about to Pest Infestation for a bunch. Ordering that? Okay. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Man, would have been nice if they had any artifact or enchantment, but I'm just gonna make some dudes. I have no targets, so they can't, you know, fizzle it by sacking a clue or something, which is nice. And I get to drain for 1. Man, if this triggered off every clue, that'd be so sick. Yeah, these tokens, they're gonna die pretty quickly, though. I'm gonna have to put a bunch in front of the sharpshooter. Unless they stay mana screwed, in which case... Oh, now I just want a full steam ahead. Full steam ahead here is pretty close to just lethal. And if they try to make a clue, I get it. And I drain them. What's yours is mine. Yep. Okay, that's good. It means they don't have a pump spell or anything. And they are getting super mana screwed here. I can't just attack. Honestly, I'm getting super flooded. I'm down to 23% to draw a land. What have I got left? I have 6 lands in deck. I had 7 in 27 cards and I drew 1. I'm just gonna die to this Deadeye Duelist plus Malcolm. This is pretty embarrassing. I really need to draw something here. Honestly, the Bounding Felidar would still be good. But I am running out of other good draws here. I think I might need to start attacking with all my pests just to hope to gain some life. This is pretty dubious. I'm kind of just after life gain. Like, the Duelist plus Malcolm has me dead next turn unless one of my tokens dies, which they don't... Looks like they're not really playing into that. That bought me an extra turn. Now this is going to give me a massive trampler, which is nice. And I have a bit of a life total cushion now. And this thing is going to get me another land out of my deck, and it's going to get me another life drain. So once again, the ability to give trample would be super good here. Are they going to kill Comball? No. Find one of my last lands. I get a 10-10. Okay, now I have two ways to give trample. I have trashed the town, and I have full steam ahead. Either one basically just wins the game on the spot. And a 10-10 must be chumped, unless they have a bounce spell, which they did show me. They hit their fourth land, so they probably can't afford to not play out on the board. But still, I don't have any flyers. Like, the Malcolm, it's doing work. This is kind of funny. If they ever cast 2 spells in a turn, I get a clue. The Malcolm, yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. But can they just cast something else? So I get a clue and crack it? I mean, I'm only 20% to draw lands at this point. Like, full steam ahead would still be good here. Come on, opponent. You know you want to cast the second spell. No! Oh, man. Okay. What in tarnation? Alright, I'm going to leave up the clear shot just in case they try to go for a deal 4 on the Comball. I might also end up killing this duelist because this thing is cracking in. And they didn't attack with Malcolm last turn. That's interesting. They're desperate for blockers. They probably don't... They probably want the Malcolm to die. Then they can double spell without giving me clues. Siphon Insight. Oh, they're so likely to hit gas. That's funny. I've cleared all their lands away. Now they get to cast all my bangers. What if they find full steam ahead? What do I do then? Ugh. Okay. Honestly, just double spell. Give me a clue. That'd be really cool of you, opponent. Just passing. Okay, I'm just gonna kill the Deadeye Duelist. And then if they have something, they have to double spell here, and then I get the clue. Like, they could have the minus power or a bounce spell, but then I get a clue. Unless they bounce... Oh, if they bounce Comball. No, I still get the clue. The triggers resolve first. Wow. Bouncing a token. I mean, I could hit Snakeskin Veil. I guess I cracked the clue in response. Wild. Come on. I have cleared out all of my lands at this point. I'm down to 19% to draw lands. And I don't usually hark on getting flooded. It happens. And they're getting really, really screwed. Can they hit non-lands? You may play. Yeah, they can hit lands, rather. So they honestly might have wanted to hit a land off of mine. They still can't double spell. And they definitely can't spend time cracking a clue. Look, full steam ahead still wins the game. Bounding Felidar still comes pretty close. Does one last job do anything? Not really. Okay. They mill themselves. Come on. Double spell. Give me that sweet, sweet clue. Yes. Okay. Got that sweet, sweet clue. And I drain them. The drain is going to start adding up too. It's giving me a nice cushion against this Malcolm. Now here they probably attack with the Malcolm, right? Now that they're stable? No. Okay, the clue is basically just a free card. I have so much mana. Badlands. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go get a thing. Thin the deck. Play a forest. Crew the Burrow Fiend. These guys aren't attacking. Well, they might be blocking. Crew with the Comball. Can I go creature, creature? Okay. Okay, we're putting something together here. So what do I get back? I get back Felidar for sure to the battlefield, and then maybe Raucous Entertainer? Maybe just the Burrow Fiend, depending on how they block. Let's see what happens here. They might shut off the Malcolm. If they do a funny triple block or something, I'm going to order so that they keep the Malcolm, because I like that. Oh, and I'm incentivized to make tokens. Too bad I can't get back Pest Infestation. Yeah, what do they do here? Do they chump the Burrow Fiend? Do they take the damage? Seems risky. I mean, if I get one clean attack in with the Felidar, the game ends. Just I put counters on all these guys and I gain like 7 life or something. Which is why I didn't Badlands Revival prior, because then they would know that I'm incentivized to have creatures on the board. See, Vector Theory, I'm holding information back. Vector Theory explains why this is the correct thing to do. Just chumping. Very interesting. Now, they might not have done that had they known that I was getting back the Felidar to the battlefield. And the Sentry will be able to attack, actually. Okay. I like my position. I was a little on the ropes there. Now, full steam ahead would be sick. Actually, I kind of hope they hit it. Because then, well, the Malcolm is pretty close to killing me, but I do have enough toughness to survive, I think. Do I? I take 4. It's actually pretty close. I think I go to 1. Because, well, no, these 2 eat that, and then I take 4 in the sky. Yeah, okay, so I'd live. Alright, can I just get my 1 attack in with the Felidar? Eh? Maybe? Bene's tanking over there. And this was a game of Screw versus Flood, to be honest. I feel kind of bad. This wasn't the best. Like, they have a handful of something and a Siphon Insight that, you know, apparently whiffed on lands because they didn't play my card. They probably would have played it if it was a land. So I guess they hit gas, gas. What could they have? Maybe it's like a one last job or something. Something they really just can't make any use of. What's the worst thing for me that they could have hit? Bird in the garden? Stingerback Terror comes in small because their hand's so full of stuff. Fortune. Maybe they hit a Snakeskin Veil? I just haven't targeted their stuff recently. Vault Plunderer. You got it. Make me draw. Huh? What's their angle? They think I'm going to mill myself? Or how are they going to... How's that going to work, opponent? I'm curious. Enlighten me. They give me the good game? Is this a joke good game or a true good game? I don't see a big downside to just full swinging here. There's no way they can survive this attack. Is there? Unless they hit specifically... Okay, let's leave 1 back. Bit of a coward play on my part, but I gain 1,000,000 life. I don't really see another way out. And attacking with one extra 2/2 here doesn't really do that much. Why'd they make me draw? What's their gambit? Do they have one way out? I'm at 13. They have to block like everything. They're going to lose at least 2 creatures in this exchange, so I'm not just dead to full steam ahead, am I? No, they're blocking everything. To be honest, I didn't do the math. I guess attacking with that last 2/2 would have been good enough. Well, no, they have a lifelinker, so would have been just shy. Yeah, those seem like reasonable blocks. They've declared blocks. Yeah, they go to 6. Their board is empty. I have 1 land left and 17 cards. Oh no, 13 cards. They presumably have a non-land card of mine. Is there a Wrath here? Is there a Wrath in these colors? They're going to Siphon. They're going to see some gas. A Stingerback Terror. Buried in the Garden. Lassoed. Maybe even Fortune. But a card draw spell while at 6 life facing down a board like this, that's an act of desperation. This is game over. Yeah, you can crack the clue. Yeah. Yeah. It's one last job for you. Nice.